What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Molinda Jae. Welcome back to the channel. And I'm here to discuss the Hair Tales episode with Chika. Okay. Now, with Chika, this is my first time actually seeing her in visibility in this capacity with an interview. Um, because I don't keep track with celebrities like that. I really don't. I be in my own little cloud. However, I did see the I did see her clapbacks in regards to her and Sukiyana, so that's when I seen her action or her action on Twitter because of the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B debacle between the fans and other celebrities and stuff like that. But yeah, on to the episode. Well, her thing was audacious visibility, being singular, transparent, and an artist. So Chika, who is Chika, she is an artist. She is an artist. She's a rapper and musician. And as far as the question of who did her hair, her mom did her hair until her mom told her she had to do it herself. And with Chika, she was like, I don't and I won't. So basically, she has somebody doing her hair because it's a lot of maintenance for her. She did discuss that she is a Nigerian descent, and her influence, far as like her chopping her hair, was Claire Huxtable. Her mom doing her hair. She stated that her mom had permed her hair until she got to the point where she didn't want to perm her hair at all. She wanted to go natural, but her mother was reluctant to that because you know she would rather her hair to be straight and not natural because it's a lot of maintenance. And we all know that. We all know it's a lot of maintenance with black women hair, but hey, that just goes to the versatility and what we can do for our hair, whether we want to leave it natural or straight or what. So my thoughts on Chica's episode was she had discussed the marketing. She had discussed that she realized that the only ethnicity that is market, or the only people that was marketing um to black girls when it came to the perms were little black girls. You hardly see any other race being marketed to use perms. It was always black girls and black women. And she just thought that was odd because she gave the reference to good hair. I'm telling y'all, good hair is a good throwback reference because they went and dealt with the chemical of the sodium hydroxide in the perm slash the ammonium tagratite hair chemical that is in the perms. And it is, and when Chris Rock had went into depth of going to the black empire that was located in North Carolina, of them making the perm, they even tell you then, like, you don't need to touch your eyes with it or you'll go blind. You don't need none of the none of the chemical needs to touch a human skin because it's literally going to fry it to the white meat and more. So Chica has said ever since she saw that and how the chemical did react to the aluminum can, she was like, no more. I don't want that perm in my head anymore. Even though her mom kept perming her hair. And that's when she got fed up to the point where she was like, okay, you're gonna keep perming my hair, so I'm gonna cut it. And when she did, she felt free. Other topics that was discussed with Chica's interview was addressing the importance to have a strong sense of self, besides how social media or how the media portrays especially dark skinned, fat, queer girls, or just folks in general. So I did like the way she explained that, um, in regards to basically representation matters, because the media will portray one thing, and in reality, that thing that the media was portraying is not like that. It's the complete opposite. You rarely see those type of people where um they will act like the media is portraying them. So yes, we do need to tackle down the stereotypical and the things that media presents to us when it comes to different groups and ethnicities of people, because 9 times out of 10 it does not go that way. So I did like the fact that she went in depth with that. um Also, to segue into what else was talking about was the social media presence, and this was in regards to girls not seeing enough 4C girls to give tips on styling and maintaining their hair, i.e., YouTube. For example, YouTube. And I agree with her on that. I agree with her on that, because when I went natural, literally, that's where I learned my how to do my hair, was on YouTube, watching YouTubers, other girls, other tuber girls in the natural hair community doing their hair, and that's how I learned to be a product junkie as well. Child. I'm better at it now, but child, oh girl, I was horrible getting all those products and stuff and seeing how it will react to my hair. Tried to emulate the folks on YouTube. But she did point it out, and that is very true, that there were a lot of girls that didn't have 4C hair, or that didn't have 4C hair. Um there was not enough of those content creators out there at the time. There probably is now, even though the natural hair community low key died out within YouTube. But yeah. Woo! There wasn't enough 4C girls out there with that particular hair texture showcasing what could or styling tips on how they could do their hair. It was always the lighter complexion and the looser hair texture. And it was hard for me to find people within my hair texture bracket to see their hairstyling tips or whatever the case may be. So yeah. Yeah. So otherwise, let me see. If not your hair, oh yeah. If not, if you couldn't find anybody within the community, or just basically online in general, to do your hair, it was basically your hair was classified nappy. So also, she again states that if you don't know yourself, then it can lead to destruction, far as like doing your hair. And she gave a good comparison, which was the lighter complexion, the people in this complexion that were petite or considered feminine. Meanwhile, on the flip side, the folks who were dark complexion, as well as and or dark and heavy set, right? They were considered masculine. And that's how the media would portray people, that hey, this is what this looks like, this what that looks like. And it basically is up to you to determine whether you're going to react to how the media presents that person or not. So again, that just goes to show that representation matters in all shapes and forms and colors, because everybody is not made up with the same DNA. Um, Not even the same DNA, not the same color, not the same hair texture, all that. So representation matters in all shapes and forms. Also, she's talked about the perm face, the trauma, laughing at our trauma, laughing the pain to conceal the trauma. We have a tendency to do that, and it's becoming very how it's already normalized. It's becoming a norm, and it has came into a point where we're like, oh, what's the word for it? We became it's at the top of my head. We became subjected to it. Okay, yeah, something like that. and and I agree with her. Whenever something traumatic happens to us, depending on how traumatic the event is, we always flip it to some dark laughter type of thing, laugh to keep from crying type of deal. And then she had went into a little depth of the perm aspect, and reverting a good reference back to the Good Hair movie and how the chemical reacts to what could and how could it react to your hair. And then that's when a professional had came on board and described two differences of perms. There's a texturizer where you can go from super curly to loose curl, or you can go from the perm aspect to curly to straight. But she is like, with the texturizer, it's a milder aspect because it's like a diluted solution. However, with the perm, is that chemical, that's that potent sodium hydroxide ammonium digraphtide chemical that can easily eat up your follicles to where it is hard for your hair to get some circulation to grow back. That's why they advise women to not perm little girls' hair, because their head is still developing. Even as grown women, we shouldn't. Again, why do we need to put that chemical in our head? Why? At this point, it's just better off to use a pressing comb and not use the perm. I hate to say it, y'all. It's time to hang up the creamy crack, aka the perm, aka the relaxer, because it is like, it is just ironic, and it's not a coincidence that the article about black women or ethnic women / melanated women are at higher risk to develop uterine cancer based on the chemical that is used within the hair products. It's still in its early infancy stages, because they were talking about, we don't have a direct link yet, but just be on the lookout whenever you're doing your regular doctor visits on whether you are developing the cancer, the rare cancer, or not. There is a common cancer within that umbrella of the uterine cancer, but that may develop, but at the same time, it's in its early infancy stage, based on what I read, because they haven't pinpointed which products yet about it, but they put it out there. So yeah. And also, to segue into another topic that she discussed, was the length discrimination. We do have a tendency to do the length discrimination. It just seems like whenever you are bald, you're going through something, or whenever your hair is long, you are considered wealthy to some degree, or you have more privilege because of the length of your hair. But again, the baldness is revolutionary in its own state, because um it gives you the power to take control back of your life, and as a clear canvas to other people that come up to you. And it's almost like, well, if you're treating me like this with my hair that's growing out my hair, let me cut my hair to see how you treat me then, because you're taking ownership of your life and your standards and your values, and you want to be treated fairly as anyone else who has a shaved head or who has long hair or short hair, you know? So again, that just goes to show sometimes the looks of your hair could be how you are determining factors of how people treat you, to some, whether they're going to take you seriously or not. And then to roll segue into locking her hair, Tracy Ellis Ross, she asked about her lock journey, and she explained it so well. Shouts out to Chika. She explained it so well. She said, when it comes to her hair journey, you're practicing patience, because your locks is not going to look like the person that influence you or has a certain influence to where you want to lock your hair. It's not going to be the same. And then also it's another portal as another way to of self-discovery, because it's, to me, a locking your hair is it's a spiritual aspect to that. And that's why I would tell my brothers, because one of my brothers wants to lock their hair, and I would tell them, let me know when you are ready, because it's not a trend. Okay. It's a spiritual portal that you're going to have to endure while doing so, while you're going through this transitional phase of locking your hair. Okay. So yeah, there's a patience factor, there's self-discovery, and it just leads to your hair journey in general. But overall, when it comes to her locking her hair, she did explain that she's just letting her energy and her craft do the work, doing the talking, rather than letting her hair being the topic of the discussion. And I'm 100% on with her on that one. But overall, not only she's practicing patience, self-discovery with her locks, but she's also learning to nurture her hair as well, because it is a learning curve when it comes to learning how your hair operates when it's in its locked form. Okay. So shouts out to Chico on that one. And then lastly, Tracy Ellis Ross asked her about redefining her social media her social media presence in general, but I named it redefining her social media. And just social media in general, because as explained, she was like, she is transparent, and she is going to continue to be her authentic self in whatever shape or form she chooses to present. Like, she's very transparent on her mental health. She shows the good and bad, the ups and downs, and she is bringing back the essence of how social media originally started, which was showcasing our authentic selves, good or bad, up and down. But nowadays it's just like people just want to show the good and not the bad or the ugly. And I mean, you have every right to show whatever you want to show, but it has gotten to the point where people can't tell the difference of whether you are being fake or whether you're being authentic. So I'm just gonna have to follow her and check her out on her social media. Like, I really enjoyed her interview and her hair tales of explaining her hair tales, her hair journey, because again, our hair is our crown, right? And it can reveal something and it can heal something as an extension of us. But other than that, those are the thoughts and the topics, and what those are the things that came out to me with this video. Um, After watching the episode, like I said, I really enjoyed the series, and hopefully they'll do a continuation with this, um like every how should I say it, every quarterly type of thing, or a yearly thing, because I know it takes a lot of production and work and navigating people's schedule to make it all happen. But other than that, that is all, you guys and gals. I thank you all for tuning in to the video. Be sure to leave your comments and thoughts down below on what you thought about the episode with Chika. Next episode is going to be Marseille Martin, so that one's going to be interesting. Love to see it, love to hear it. And let's see. Oh yeah, I already said comment. Like the video. Like the video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. Make sure you press all, y'all. Make sure you press all. Okay. And all my social media links will be in the description box below. And or you can scan the QR code anytime you see it on within the video, or at the end of the video with the end screen. But other than that, I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Don't forget to always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.